Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Only Trams. Now in today's episode I want to get into moving some more people around. And the idea I've had is to connect in Edgware, because we're already operating up in that area, a lot of the tram lines are already in. But I also want to bring Slough in, Louth in, and what I want to do is bring those and connect them to this main loop that we already have on between Bexhill, Durham and Canterbury. Now, my idea for this is to have almost the same thing as what we're doing with cargo and having a hub. And I want to have a passenger hub in this area. And then, so we've got sort of small groups of towns joined together with then a route in between the two, connecting them up. So we've got sort of almost like little zones with an intercity loop in between each one. So I think the next zone that I'm going to make is sort of the Edgware, Louth, Lincoln maybe, Slough. Or maybe actually for this video, I'm second guessing myself now. Do we just bring Edgware down and bring Lincoln in, so we've got Louth, and then have these three as another group, so that we've got Durham, Bexhill and Canterbury. There's nothing else on this side of the river, if you like. That would enable us then to, on this side, have Newark, Slough, West Bedlington, Nottingham. I think that's probably the better idea. These four will go as one unit, and these three here. So that's the big plan for today. And I think we'll start off by connecting these towns together, and then we'll look at making this larger cargo, larger passenger hub even after. So I think if we want to start, we want to have a look in Edgware, and if we have a look at where's going to want these people. So correct me if I'm wrong here, guys, but I believe the main thing that makes people want to travel and the main area they want to go to is the commercial and industrial areas. It tends to seem that people move for work and shopping, and where the residential area is doesn't really have any effect on it, other than that's where the people come from to get onto the transport system, if you like. So as we can see, this end of the town is where all the commercial industrial is. So I think we need to have our hub at this end. And if we have a look at the passenger buildings, at what we've got, I think with the town being that small for now, do we just go? I think if we go for a large bus stop here, really, and if we bring it round and we have it on the street here, we can sort of use this loop here to head back from Edgware. We will need to upgrade those roads, of course. So where we're going to come through the town, we're going to want the medium road with electric track, and that's going to be from this town all the way out to the side there. That's fine. And then we're going to want country road. We're currently on small country road, and we want electric. That's already upgraded. That's perfect. We've already got the connection there. And actually, yeah, that's Edgware already connected, isn't it? But that's going to come all the way down here. Is that just a thicker road, and that's why it's not the same colour, is it? I think it is. Yeah, it does look like that's still a small country road. Then we're going to be coming over the bridge, and then we want to go into Louth. So I think in Louth, because we're going to be bringing the two towns into here, I think we go for a bigger Era bus stop. We'll have the stopping point in the centre. Era B, I believe, is 1900, so we'll keep that. Do we want concrete, gravel, B, coal? I think concrete for a passenger depot. Here we've got... Oh, that was strange how those come up. I've never noticed that before. Is that something that's always happened? I'm just wondering why those cargo symbols have come up for a passenger stop. So it looks like it's all at this end of the town. If we can squeeze this in here, it would be ideal. But I think actually we are going to need more platforms here, aren't we? We're going to need two, at least, to connect in here. We're going to need the two from the other towns coming in and then one out. So I think to future-proof it, we're better off putting two in here. And if we can get full coverage of the town with this, which we actually can, I'm going to go for that. It'll be coming into the industrial end of the town here, so the emissions won't be too much of an issue. And if we can route them out with some waypoints out of this side, just to skirt the outside, I think that could work really well. And then we want to bring Lincoln into the equation. I did almost forget then, we need to upgrade those streets in the town there. If we go for medium street with electric, we want to come off from the bridge, just to this area, through the town. I don't want to go all the way there, so if we zoom in, we should be able to upgrade. There we go. We'll get that little bit. And then we'll upgrade this final piece to connect in. There we go. That should now all be done. And then we also need to do, with the medium street heading out of town this way, do we? No, let's not go that way. Let's head this way just to avoid as much of the residential as possible. And then we'll build this guy in to connect in just there. And then we'll go back to the country road, which will mean that we now need to tie this all together with that road there. Oh, we've put... I don't want tram track along there, do I? And I want to remove that piece. There we go. So then we've got country road, and we want the medium with electric again. We want to upgrade all of this over to Lincoln. And then where in Lincoln do we want to have our stop? If we go on passenger buildings again, we'll go for a medium stop again in Lincoln here. And it is putting that, and I've never noticed that before, actually, that those have come up. And we'll put it down here. It's going to cover most of the town anyway from here, isn't it? Yeah. And then we want to upgrade those medium streets again. Don't want to go that far out of town with it. And then what I do want to do is connect this in here just so we can complete that loop. That will enable us when we put the line in to come through this direction then. We can do the full loop of the town. That should be ideal. I'm just wondering if we're going to come in on the right hand side here. We're going to cross over there, aren't we? We're going to come in on the right. So maybe if we have this stop on the other side of the road, we get rid of that one to force it in that direction. So now what will happen, because the stop's on the right, the trams will come in on the right and go round, and they won't cross over this intersection. It's small at the minute, but as we get bigger and bigger, as the network gets bigger and bigger, that could have an effect. That guy's connected in, so I'll get these up and running first. And we have got a tram depot over here, still over at Louth. So let's have a look in terms of passengers, what we have. And we've got the C2/2s, obviously, that we have been using. I'm just wondering whether for that local line out to Lincoln, because there's nothing else on there, do we go for the slower trams? And I think we probably do, to be honest with you. And for now, 22 miles an hour, is that enough? I think it is. We're running it on the other one fine, aren't we? Loading speeds ×4 on that one, so we will go for that. And for now, I'm just going to put 2 on this line, actually. And what I want these to do is go from Louth over to that stop in Lincoln. And now it's saying it can't connect them. I'm just wondering why is it that it can't connect them. So let's go back in here and check what we've missed. Okay, so we want medium road. Is it because of that? No. Medium electric path is coming along to there. And then we're going all the way round to Lincoln. That's fine. And then medium road. Oh, we didn't put electric on any of this road. See, there is always something if it doesn't work. And it's normally the fact that I've been an idiot. And that those guys left now. They have. They're on the way down. Okay, now for this line down from Edgware, because we've already got the C2/2s on, I don't want to slow them down, so I think we're going to have to go passenger for those. But we'll colour them. It's a bit further, so we'll go for 3 on this. I've just realised I haven't named that line either from Lincoln, so we'll do that in a second. And we'll bring this guy down. Hopefully it's give him his own platform as well. It has. So that one is TP for tram passenger, and that one is going to be Edgware to Louth. Okay, and we'll change that colour to a darker blue like that, and then I want to manage those vehicles. Well, actually that blue's already pretty similar to what's there, isn't it? But if I change that, how does that look? That's the fuel loop. I did not mean to change the colour of those. I had the wrong one highlighted there, clearly. There we go, that's taken the colour off those guys. So on that Edgware Louth run, I want to change the colour of these vehicles. So there we go. Let's change those. Let's just have a little look at them. Oh, they actually look pretty cool. I do like the original red that we have on the other route still though. Now, these guys are all coming out the same direction as well, so we'll turn this guy at the back around, just to help spread them a little bit. Right, and then these guys going down to Louth. I've just realised though, I've just put the same... I really have made a mess of that, haven't I? Those guys... Oh no, we have made the C-Class. Yeah, never mind. We don't want those, do we? We want... Oh, we've just unlocked a new vehicle. 22 miles an hour still. Oh, right, let me replace these. What am I thinking? I was thinking it's a C/2, but it isn't, it's slightly different. That was what was confusing. I was expecting it to look exactly the same, and it doesn't. That is perfect, we'll keep those. But those first two that we've just put out, I know they've only just left. I want to swap them. I want to check out that new double-deck tram. So we're going from 22 miles an hour here. Oh, look at these guys. What's the speed on these? It's still at 22. So we want open doors, closed doors. I think on this one we'll go for the normal so we can have a look at it. How does this look? Oh, wow. That is really cool. I love how you can see inside the seating arrangements with the seats facing different ways so people that can see the outside and the way through. That is cool. Look at the guard around the wheels as well. See the square metal railings all the way around the outside, the protection. And this is the normal one that has doors on. And that's pretty much just automatically sealed for us, the trams that we're going to have joining the two loops. Now down here, guys. Oh, what's happening here? Have we got this guy been told to wait for a full load? Is that what it is? He will be waiting for his food at Canterbury East. We need to keep an eye on that. I'm not going to remove that just for now. But what we may need to do is take one of those guys off the line if they're waiting that long. That completely backed everything up. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to do that now. It was a Canterbury food delivery, just because I don't want that happening. Go full load if available, full load if available, and we'll keep an eye on that line through the finances. Now, with this one, we don't want trains. What I want to do is make something a bit more special, because it's going to be a hub between the towns. Let's have a look at this guy. 1920, electric tram, terminal length. Go 40 metres so it looks... How big's the 20? Oh, I didn't mean to place that. Let's have a look at the 20 metres terminal, or 40 metres. I think we're going to end up eventually with some longer trams, so I think we'll future-proof this and have the 40 metres, and this will fit straight on the end here. But what other options have we got? Electric tram on two terminals. We do want two, one for this loop and one for the trams coming in. We don't want palm trees. Do we want maple and oaks? Maple and oaks? Or pine and rock? I think actually we've got a pine tree already just on the grass here and a load of rocks around there, so I think that one goes. Street era, old or new. What is that changing? Doesn't really seem to be changing anything, so I think we'll stick new for the future proof. Connection length. I think if we up that a little bit, it'll pull us away from that junction. That looks a little bit better. We want do we want a station sign? I think, sure, why not? Lighting. Where are the lights? I can't see any lights on there at the minute. Oh yes, of course I can do really modern street lights, so no. Maybe we go through and replace that at a later date once we unlock those for the rest of the map. So I think I'm going to stick that there now. Let's have a look at that. Wow. That is really cool. Yeah, I definitely like that. Right, so first of all, let's find... There's a passenger line just on the way past now, actually. So what we want to do is after number 3 at London Road, what we want to do is to connect into this station. And that can go on the inside track, that's fine, it doesn't matter which one. So that'll now connect into there. I didn't think about the crossover, did I? But I suppose it was always going to cross over one way or the other, so that's fine. Aeroplanes. We won't be using those in this series. Oh, is that a tram? GE2 and 2 covered cars? What is that little thing we've just unlocked? It is. It's still the GE22, but it's 31 miles an hour. 170 power. Oh wow. We can pull 8 carriages. 56 capacity. Guys, the game has just been changed. Wow, well, let's slow things down because we are running away here. I did forget I was on 3 times speed, but we have just unlocked great power there. I don't think anything came... Did anything come through for the passenger carriages then? It didn't, but you can see here we've actually got fuel tanks and things now. That's going to make for a very fun next episode, I think. Right, okay, let's get rid of all of those. I'm in 2 minds to whether turn this new vehicles thing off. It can get a little bit annoying at times when they keep popping up. Right, now I need another new line. I think I can just order that with the vehicles. But if we go vehicles from here, we go passengers. What I did want to try was these other ones. So we had the red ones up at the top. So we'll go for the white vehicle, the 54, and we'll have the open doors just to see how that works. And for now, I'm just going to go for 2 vehicles. But we're going to go new line. I want to go from the other start platform here, which it has selected, perfect, just up to Louth, and hopefully it gives me a different platform there. It's giving me platform 3, which we don't want. We'll go for 4 at the edge there. I'm going to change that to another colour just to distinguish the lines again there. And then what we want here is TP for tram passenger. And this is what we're going to call this, because it's section to section, isn't it? So, do we call this... If we're going to say that this is the south end of the map, do we say east to south? TP... I'll tell you what, we'll call it the southeastern. Southeastern, that sounds quite good, I think. And then let's have a look at where those open door trams are that have just come out. Ah, so the open door just refers to this bit here, does it, by the look of it? But the door the other side shut. I'm not too sure if that's all I'm noticing that's different, or whether that is everything that's different. But that is pretty cool, isn't it? What do you guys think of that one? Make sure you let me know. So now we've got a decent selection of different trams running around here. The fuel's still going. Let's have a little look how much money we're making. So we've got 2 of the passenger lines. Line 1, I didn't rename it. Alright, let's rename this quickly just so they're all done. So that's going to be TP, and this is going to be Lincoln South. Done. Okay. So we'll look at finances. So the most profitable line is still that fuel line. The food and grain line coming in well, not even a close second, actually making $1 million less. But that fuel sign, it's because it's got the construction materials on as well. I think that fuel line really is kicking. Now the Edgeware construction materials are really building up again as well. The money on that's coming up. And this is all going to be ramped up so much by those new vehicles. That's just got me really excited for the next episode now as well, guys. That is going to be it for this one. Please let me know what you think of the episode down in the comments. Let me know where you think we should go next. Do you want to see another passenger line or another section added in? Do we wait for that for the next load of passenger trams to come through? And do we start connecting up some industries? I don't know what we would go for next. I'm just looking at... We've got fuel. Do we bring some food up to Edgware? I was thinking we could use this grain farm here to get food back to here and then swap that over to Edgware and bring some construction materials back to Nottingham. So we could have a tram running in between construction materials and food, and this one making food, and supply Nottingham with something and Edgware. Get the food over to Edgware. It wouldn't be too hard to take fuel up just from the Louth refinery, so that'd be Edgware fully set up then as well. But yeah, let me know what you think of that idea, guys. As always, thank you so much for joining me in this episode. Let me know what you think down below, and I will catch you in the next video.